So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for having me. My name is Dr. Oniyere Adetiloye. I'm popularly called Ade. Ade is a public health physician of over 20 years' experience. The last 12 of those years have been spent as part of the Japago family. Permit me to take you on a ride to Akure, the capital city of Ondo State, which is located in the southwestern region of Nigeria. Ondo State is bordered by six of the 36 states of Nigeria with a population of a little below 5 million inhabitants. And for ease of governance, the state is divided into 18 local government areas. Akure South is one of the 18 local government areas of Ondo State. Iwoye Health Facility, our destination today, is strategically located in that LGA, providing care to 10 hard-to-reach communities. The health facility was actually commissioned on the 16th of May, 2000, and it serves over 24,000 residents, most of whom earn a livelihood as farmers. The Iwoye Health Facility has in the past offered a variety of services, ranging from maternal, child health, adolescent, and reproductive health intervention, immunization to infectious disease treatment, as well as malaria and other minor ailments. It's very renowned for its antenatal and pediatric care services. The health facility at its peak records antenatal care attendance of over 1,000 pregnant women and 3,700 children under 5 as direct beneficiary for routine immunization as part of the child health care package. In the last few years, the Iwoye Health facilities suffer neglect and poor maintenance. 21 years after its commission, some part of the building became dilapidated and collapsed inward, making it unsafe for service provision. There's an acute shortage of water supply in the facility due to the absence of borehole system. In addition, beds can no longer be attended at the health facility due to lack of electricity supply, which warrants the use of local kerosene lantern by health provider to take delivery under emergencies. Owing to the dearth of medical supplies and relevant equipment, service provision at the facility is almost non-existent. Patronage for the health facility by residents dropped significantly, and community members have to travel several miles to seek care, even for sick children in the middle of the night. Sadly, in the year 2020, no delivery took place at all in this health facility. And over the last 3 years, only 16 beds were recorded, even though some children, over 1,000, also still got immunized within the time frame. In the recent times, the local community member has resorted largely to self-help, making every effort to mobilize resources to support the renovation of the building. As low-income farmer, this has not resulted in anything close to the amount needed to renovate the building, sink a borehole, and establish a link with the national power supply grid. Here are some necessary renovation activities that will restore this building to a functional facility that can be used by these community members. We need to carry out restoration of broken walls of the antenatal clinic and labor ward, and especially the child welfare clinic. We need to put on a new coat of paint on the walls and furnishing of the windows. We need to sink a borehole system for regular water supply and hand washing stations. We need to repair and replace broken delivery beds and some of the ward, especially the postnatal ward, and some of the private screens that were broken. Procurement of necessary medical supplies and equipment such as faucets, gallipot trays, adult and baby weighing scale. We need to try and connect the facility to the national power grid. And lastly, we also need to set up alternative power source like the solar panels. As you contemplate donating this afternoon, please know that your generous gifts will go a long way towards the rehabilitation of the Iwoye Health facility with the following ripples effect in mind. Over 20,000 beneficiaries to receive healthcare services and access to clean water supply, immunization services for children under 5 years of age, as the supply of electricity will facilitate the preservation of vaccines. And we need to restore antenatal care services and a safer birthing experience for pregnant women in a more conducive environment. Finally, I'd like to thank you immensely for this opportunity to introduce Iwoye Health Facility to you and to appreciate you and your continued support to GAPAIDO and the people of Nigeria as we continue to join forces to saving lives, improving health, and transforming the future of people in the community we serve. Thank you so very much.